Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the makeup resolutions tag. So this was created by Mel Thompson, I believe back in 2020. And I've seen a few people use this tag again at the end of 2022 and so far at the beginning of 2023. Some bigger channels like Samantha March, and then also smaller channels like my friend Jamila just did this. And I thought this would be a fun way to start the year. Even though I'm not really a resolution person, I thought this would be a fun way to start 2023 on my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I am a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup. I definitely have a soft spot for indie makeup and colorful makeup, and I am a very analytical person, being a scientist, so I would love to have you subscribe. I have new content every week. So this is the first time I've filmed in about 2 weeks or so. I pre-filmed a bunch to go up before Christmas, and then I was hoping the week before Christmas I would film a couple more things to go up, you know, around New Year's and then this week. But I got the flu before Christmas, so didn't do anything but sleep that week. And then the week between Christmas and New Year's, my husband and my best friend were off work, and so we just had like a little vacation of the three of us spending every day together, which was definitely needed. Feels a little weird to film again after 2 weeks of not, but hopefully it won't be too difficult. I'm hoping to film at least 2 things today while I have a little bit of time. They've been doing construction outside, so I haven't been able to film because there were jackhammer, like not even a normal jackhammer, it was like a tractor, like a backhoe kind of thing with a jackhammer attachment, digging up most of the road in front of our building, and we literally like cantilever over the road. So just been very loud. The noise was so bad yesterday that my husband actually went into the office instead of working from home because he couldn't take meetings because it was just so loud. They're quiet right now, but they have been like moving rubble out of the way, so you might hear some weird background noise. Okay, so this tag has 10 questions. And I definitely think this was written in 2022 because I copied it from Jamila's YouTube box, and I'll have them in the description box of this video too, along with all of my makeup. And they say 2020 in the questions still. So question number 1 is something that you regularly do in your makeup routine that you will try to stop. This is one that the reason I didn't film this a couple days ago is because I wasn't sure how to answer this one. I don't have a very complicated makeup routine. It's not like I wear false lashes every day and hate them and I want to try to stop doing that or anything like that. I don't heavily contour or spend a lot of time doing extra steps. Most days I don't even wear foundation, I just have concealer blended in where I needed it. So this one I was a little unsure of how to answer, but I would say something that I do regularly, but I don't want to, as far as makeup, is holding myself back. I tend to try to make my makeup appropriate for what I'm doing. I will wear multi-chromes and stuff to go teach. Not that I'm teaching at the moment, but in general, like I'll teach with bright colored multi-chromes on, but sometimes I feel nervous wearing something, so I'll do like no makeup, but I don't want to hold back. There's definitely a lot of like more creative things and more dramatic looks that I would like to do more often. I mean, day to day, this is kind of what I look like, but sometimes I want to do more and I just don't. So there's that, like, I'm definitely one of those people, if I can't do it perfectly right away, it makes me not want to do it, which makes it hard to learn things because you're never going to be perfect right away or ever, but perfect is something unattainable. So trying to go for that perfection and not letting myself do things, that's something I want to try and stop. Okay, question number 2 is a brand that I will try for the first time this year. And I can say for sure that that is going to be Sonia G brushes because I just bought some. They're not here yet. And I will do a video about them, like what I think of them. Probably not a first impression video, but I'll probably play around with them for a while and then do like a comparison to my Sigma and my Refer brushes. If you would like that, let me know in the comments. Like, are they worth the money? But I got some money for Christmas, and I was trying to think of things that were on my wish list, things that I don't tend to buy myself, or expensive things that I'm like always like, that's expensive, I could buy this instead. So I bought two eye brushes and 2 face brushes, so new brand for me this year. Really excited. I don't know how many other new brands I'll try this year. I've tried a lot of brands in the last couple of years, and it's a bit overwhelming. So I think I'm gonna have a more curated list this year. I love trying new makeup. I love comparing and analyzing makeup and comparing formulas. The scientist in me just loves that. I'm a very analytical person by nature, but I can lean into that rabbit hole a little too much and compare too many things and try too many things, and then I'm just spending too much money and overwhelmed, and I don't want to do that this year. Question number 3 is a brand that I will let go of in 2023. That is for sure Colourpop. I am done buying Colourpop in most drugstore. There are some drugstore products that I do like, and I will, especially if I have friends that I trust, I will try some if it's something I'm in the market for. But in general, especially drugstore eyeshadow, I'm just not a fan of. I really like indie shadows, and I really like now luxury eyeshadows, which my wallet doesn't like, but the performance and quality of most drugstore is just not worth it for me. Sometimes you do find something good, but you have to sift through a lot of bad to meh to get there, and it's just not worth it for me. And I decluttered almost everything Colourpop except for a couple things just for sentimental reasons in my year-end declutter, because it just, even if I like the look at the end, the effort it takes to get it is just not worth it for me. And Colourpop's constant releases, the J.K. Rowling collab, I'm done. I just don't like their business practice, and I don't really like their formulas either. So, question number 4 is, what makeup technique would you like to try this year at least once? So there's a few things. There's definitely some more editorial things that I have saved, like looks I want to recreate, or that I have an idea based on. I have a whole folder saved of them on my phone, but I don't actually do them very often because, again, there's that fear of if I'm not very good at it, or it's like, oh, this is gonna take me an hour or 2 to do. Do I have 2 hours to do something where it might not work and I just have to wash it off and then spend another 2 hours trying again? Like, it's hard for me to put that effort in sometimes, but I do want to do that more. There's some editorial looks and techniques that I want to try. Some more like of the artistic where people like really paint their whole face. That I would like to try. I have some ideas for that. One of them is like recreating a painting on my face that I really love the look of, or like a sketch. And I'd like to try like a full drag beat at least once. I've done parts of them. I've blocked my brows many times. I've even worn drag queen wigs multiple times because I have friends. But there's just that, it's also one of those things where sometimes I don't want to do the whole face if I don't have a wig or something to complete the look. So it's just a lot of, well, I don't have this, so, but there's a lot of more creative makeup techniques that I want to try this year. So question number 5 is a product that you will leave in 2022. Well, it says 2020, but a product that you will leave in 2022. This is the other one that I was like, I don't know. I just decluttered a bunch of stuff that I don't use palette-wise, and I'm pretty good about decluttering other products when they're not working for me. I don't have a big collection as far as other things. Like, I know people who have 25 foundations, and I have 4. I have 3 concealers, 2 that I wear regularly, and then another one that is just not quite the right shade. I only have 1 pressed powder and 1 loose powder, so there's not a lot of like superfluous products in my collection, except for eyeshadow. But a product that there's definitely some like Colourpop products that I'm gonna leave. Like, I have some lips that were okay, but like not great. Like their Luxe Lip formula that was like not the gloss was awful, but it was kind of a soft wash of color. I kept a few of those when I did my declutter before, but I think I'm gonna get rid of them because I have the Lethal and the Kaleidos lip clays that are that soft wash of color. Also, like today I'm wearing my Lisa Eldridge lipstick kind of as a stain. I much prefer this to those, so I will definitely be leaving those in this year. But I can't think of anything else, honestly. Question number 6 is, what is a product that you will give a second chance to? And that I had to think about for a bit because most things I give multiple chances to, but the thing that I want to give a second chance to because I want it to be good is Victoria Beckham, specifically the eyeliners. I recently tried one of the eyeliners and one of the lid lusters, and I love the lid luster. The eyeliner was a pain to use. It's beautiful, the color is amazing, it's really creamy, it blends beautifully, but even with an eye primer, it doesn't want to last anywhere on my eyes, and I don't know if I got a dud or if that's just the formula. And I reached out to Victoria Beckham to be like, here are my issues. Do you think this is a dud product or just the formula doesn't work for my skin? And they didn't respond. So I'm gonna keep trying that one eyeliner, but I might try a second one, especially if I can get it on sale sometime, to see if it really is the formula or was it the dud or what, because it's a beautiful color and the formula feels nice. It just did not want to last on me without a lot of effort. And they're like $26 or something, so like for $22 or so, especially during a Sephora sale, it's less than 20 bucks. I could get an Urban Decay liner or a House Labs liner, and so it doesn't feel worth the extra cost. The Urban Decay blend out nicely. The House Labs you can smudge, but you can't use them as a base really, but the Urban Decay you can, so like, but I do want to give it a second try and keep trying it because I really do like the texture of it and the color. So we'll see. So question number 7 is a resolution for your YouTube channel. So I don't really do resolutions. I never have. I'm not gonna, like this year I'm gonna do this. I do set goals for myself all the time. I set like this month I'm gonna do this, the next 6 months I'm gonna do this, the next year or so I do this. But those are like small little attainable things that I can break down. It's not like this year I'm gonna go to the gym, because I work out regularly anyway, even with my health issues. I do what I can. So I would say the goals from my channel are, I want to keep growing. I grew a lot this last year. I have only had this channel for less than a year and a half still, and I'm at 1,500 subscribers, which is amazing and mind-blowing to me. That 1,500 people want to listen to me talk about anything. But and y'all have been so supportive and so amazing. I love it. I'm so grateful. But I want to keep growing. So I definitely want to hit 2,000. Like at the rate I've grown, it would be cool if I could get to like 2,000, maybe even 3,000 this year. I know I can do 2,000, but just grow, keep learning, keep improving my editing skills, because editing's not my favorite thing. I much prefer photo editing to video editing. And for the channel, I want to focus less on reviews and less on new makeup. So I've always done a mix of reviews and other stuff. But last year I reviewed so many things and it was overwhelming, and I just don't want to feel that stressed, especially when it's like something new and you're like, I want to get a video up soon. Like, I'm just not going to put that pressure on myself to try to be the first, because I'm never going to be the first, and there's bigger channels that will always outcompete me. If there is something new and pretty and I'm really drawn to it and I have the money for it, I'll buy it and I'll review it still, especially, but like, I want to incorporate more of what I already own. And I did do a poll on my community page a little while back, like asking for what are your favorite ways to watch that kind of content, because that content never does as well as like, here's the hot new thing. So if I can tailor that to what kind of videos y'all would like to watch, then that will help. Because I'm not one of those people that reviews things just to review them or does videos that they don't want to do. I want this to be fun. I'm not going to buy something that I don't want just to review it, because that's going to taint my experience. Like, that's just a waste of money. So, and I've never done that, but yeah, I'm a pretty thoughtful. If you talk to my friends, if you talk to Kelly or Steven or Danny or Ruby, there's always a lot of like hemming and hawing, and it takes me days to decide pick on anything, because I have a set budget every month and I'm just not a good decision maker. But I want to be even more thoughtful. I already make lots of pro-con lists, but I want to be very thoughtful in my purchases this year, even more so. And I really want to incorporate old makeup more. Stuff that I love and I use all the time off camera, but I want to find a way to use it on camera more. Question 8 is, do you have any skincare resolutions? Not really. I worked on my skincare a lot in the last year and a half, and it's improved a lot. My redness around my nose, the reason I use most foundation is to cover the redness right here. That has improved. My skin's better. I've worked a lot in the last 2 months on fixing like my razor burn and just irritation that's around here all the time, which is another insecurity of mine, and it's much better. I don't feel the need to put a bunch of makeup down here. I have no makeup on my throat. I have a very light layer around here, nothing down here. And there's a few little red dots, but nothing bad, nothing like it could have been or was in the past. Kind of skincare related, I am looking into laser hair removal on my face, because I don't mind myself with a beard, but I don't like shaving. My facial hair grows really fast and it's really dark and prone to ingrown hairs, and it's not something that I want, really. I don't mind having like a little bit of stubble every once in a while, but it's just not something I want. So it is something that I will be looking into. It's just expensive and painful. Question 9 is a YouTube beauty challenge you will partake in. And I don't really know what they're referring to. Like, I know there's like Vlogmas. I might try to do that this year, but that sounds overwhelming, and especially when you have a job and other stuff. Like, hopefully I will be back to teaching full-time or have a full-time thing going on then, so we'll see. I will keep doing tags and other stuff like that, but I don't know what they mean by challenge. If you know what that means other than like Vlogmas or doing tags, let me know. I don't really know what they mean by YouTube beauty challenge. But yeah, I will keep doing tags. This December I posted a lot more. I didn't post every day, but I posted a lot. So I will keep trying that, but this is a side thing. So I do have to prioritize real life over videos. So question 10 is a beauty habit you need to stop this year. I don't think there's anything that I need to like fully stop. I do want to buy less, like I said. I have a set budget and I kept within my budget every month except for like my birthday. And a couple months I went over budget, but then I just took it out of the next month's budget. So I was very good about that, where it was like, okay, I spent $120 this month. I'm only gonna spend $50 next month or something. And like I said, I'm already really intentional in what I buy, but I feel my collection has grown a lot in the last year and a half with having this channel and reviewing a lot of products. So I want to slow that growth and keep it, like, it's still about 100 palettes, but I would like to shrink it a little bit more and kind of like keep it as a curated collection of things that I use all the time and / bring me joy. So buying less, I feel like it's gonna be like fewer products but more expensive products, because that's kind of how the trend of my purchasing has been going. So we'll see, but that is just buying, what I want to stop doing is, I don't really ever get FOMO or splurge purchase anything. So except for that like coat that I've shown on the channel and community page, that was a splurge purchase. And like a I'm trying to think of the phrasing. I'm tired today. Like impulse purchases are not something I really do. I plan things out for days, weeks, or months in generally. So I don't really feel like there's anything I need to like stop, but I do want to take my like very intentional or like my intentional purchases and make them very, very intentional. Okay, so that is all 10 questions. Let me know in the comments, especially if you don't have a channel and you're not going to do this tag, what are your goals? Not resolutions or goals. What are your goals for this year? Both mostly for makeup, but just in general. Like, I'd love to hear it and see what you think. I have a lot of goals for this year, a lot of things that I'm waiting to hear back on and plans, but it's that like limbo air time right now. So I'd love to hear what you think of my answers, what you think you would say for these things. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk to you all about that. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.